The beginning of a perfect mandate. So the day of your beginning of your mandate is finally coming and you want to create a great impression. In this lesson, you will learn how to do this. You will have some case in your long-term mandate or you do not meet the owner but the previous house sitter. In this case, confirm with the owner what they expect from you and reconfirm with them by email. This is so important. This way, you will have no misunderstanding. Only do what the owner asks you to do, nothing more. Often, we have the bad habit of doing more than request. Do not make this mistake. We did it, and this could cost you dearly in terms of professionalism as well as credibility. But you need to remember when this happens, only do what the owner asks you and only what they ask you to do. However, in the majority of cases, you will meet the owner who are waiting for you. It's really interesting also to see how they will receive you. Stay professional and make sure you understand them and be understood also. Remember that you are usually in another country with an intermediate language that you use to communicate for both of you, and sometimes it's kind of difficult. Usually, for a short term mandate, you will arrive the day before, and for long term mandate, 1 or 2 days before the departure of the owner. In this way, you can make all the necessary arrangements and also start already to participate in the different tasks that are here. You're there in the morning after your arrival by getting up early and participate with the owner in the different tasks with the pet. This will give you start as we used to tell our children and confirm your professionalism also. This will give you plenty of time to go through all the tasks they expect, and you can get acquainted with the pet also and with their lifestyle. That's a wonderful time. Joined at the agreed time and even a few minutes earlier, even if it requires you to wait in order to show respect and professionalism before their departure. If you think you are delayed, contact them as soon as possible to let them know you are delayed and make sure you have plenty of way to communicate so you don't have to contact them every minute. And if it's another delay, that's also very important. Take some essential food with you for a day just in case the owner have emptied the refrigerator. Usually you will find quite the opposite and you will be asked to will take a use of everything available so they can live like that. Only one downside. Take picture of everything in the freezer as well as a product in the shelf and storage. In this way you can replace everything you have taken so they when they come back they will find project that they love and use and that you have replaced. It is a proof of good citizen and professionalism that will certainly be noted in your appreciation of your mandate. Do what you would like other to do for you. Remember that. Settle in to get involved in the daily routine. Remember that the owner are definitely preparing for their departure, so they are definitely a little stressed. Offer your help immediately to remove some of their common tasks. Spend time with the pet and offer to take the dog for a short walk. Also think that it's also important to spend quality time with the owner. Ask them when is the best time to discuss their expectation and especially what is urgent and important to know before they leave. Take the time to listen to them and use one of the application on your mobile phone to record your conversation that you can listen to it again if you have any question about what they have been said during when they were there. It's much simpler if you also have access to this conversation where they're gone. So, stroll around the property as well as the garden. Cover how everything works and where is located, the security system, the water main, the electric panel, and what service each of the fuse, the water heater, the air conditioner, and of course the swimming pool. For other everyday items such as Wi-Fi code, television video, lighting, and the telephone, this you can check it also. In order to remember, you can make small video that you can watch if necessary that would allow you not to make mistake and facilitate all the operation. Don't be shy or embarrassed to use your mobile phone to make a little souvenir video as a reminder and and remember what they say. For us, is an habit, and we have only had good comment when we do that. This usually relieve the owner and comfort them. Eating together is a fairly common practice when you arrive. And when you arrive home, probably the day or the night before the owner are leaving after, they want to know a little about the house sitter who will take care of their pet and their house. In this way, you can exchange all the information you need around a good meal. That's wonderful. This is not always the case. You might find the owner so committed to their preparation that you will be left to do your own supper. That's okay. In this case, it's a good opportunity to take care of the pet by going for a walk and take a look at what's around the house in the neighborhood. And you can have a good restaurant maybe. When they have some time for you, take the time to ask them relevant question about what you need to know, and if they have a long document explaining everything you need to know with the title, the name, and the phone number of important people before the departure. Please try to have access to a printer map of the area. You can also access them and download them on Google Maps. That's what we do. As the owner, the address of the service they use in the area, such as food store, specialty store, for the pet, veterinary, hospital, pharmacy, and gas station. Restaurant, of course, shop, and place of interest that they really like and they will recommend. You will have asked a lot of questions in the interview, but there's always more detail think you will need to have now that you are at home and you are preparing your mandate, as if they have a checklist of things you're going to use to make sure you meet obligation and their expectation, of course. We suggest that you send a checklist a few days before your mandate so that they have time to consider all the points and gather the information. Again, you can adapt the list according to your own experience. Our suggestions are based on the experience we have, of course, and as well as the story and experience that are covered in our network of sitter. Now it is a beginning of your experience. It's a wonderful time and have a good discovery. We'll see you in the next module.